Hi, I'm Paul Coffey, and this is my audition tape for the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged. Thank you, Daniel, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. William Shakespeare, playwright, poet, actor, philosopher, a man whose creative and literary genius have had an immeasurably profound influence upon the consciousness and culture of the entire English-speaking world. And yet, how much do we inhabitants of the 21st century really know and appreciate the tremendous body of work contained in this single volume? Too little, I would argue. I believe I can illustrate this point by conducting a brief poll here among our audience. Could I just have the house lights on for a moment, please? Now, you are a theater-going crowd, no doubt above average cultural and literary awareness, and yet, if I may just have a brief show of hands, how many of you have ever seen or read any play by William Shakespeare? Any contact at all, Marks? Just raise your hand. Raise your hands. I think they might know more than we do. I think we better get out of here. No, we should really start running now. What? Let's see if we can narrow it down a bit, shall we? How many of you have ever seen or read, let's say, All's Well That Ends Well? Ah, yes, that seems to be separating the wheat from the chaff nicely. Let's see if we can find out who the true Shakespeare trivia champs are here tonight. Has anybody ever seen or read King John? King John, anyone? You have? Really? Would you mind telling me what it's about? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, right, you laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, you scoff. But let he among you who is free from sin live in a glass house. For that face, ladies and gentlemen, that face represents all your faces. That empty brain represents your empty brains. Those glazed eyes are your glazed eyes. These teeth are your teeth, and they cry out, "Floss me!" Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you that our society's collective capacity to comprehend, much less attain, the genius of a William Shakespeare has been systematically shrunken by sitcoms, sodomized by soap operas, and reamed by Rush Limbaugh. But have no fear. Your intellectual salvation is here. Now we descend among you on a mission from God and the literary muse to spread the holy word of the bard to the masses, to help you take those first halting steps out of the 20th century quagmire of Donahue, Geraldo, and Oprah, Jesse, Raphael, and into the future. A glorious future. A future where manly men wear pink tights with pride. A future where this book will be found in every hotel room in the world. This is my dream, ladies and gentlemen, and it begins here, tonight. Join us in taking those first steps down the path towards the brave new world of intellectual redemption by opening your hearts. Yes, open your hearts and your pocketbooks, or simply charge a donation to your MasterCard or Visa by phone at 976 bar right now. Give us your cash and we be friends, and deduct it when the tax year ends. On with the show, and may the bar be with you. Thank you, and I saw with serving suggestion, lady fingers for dessert. Now, who will be the first to try this delicious tasty treat? Welcome, gracious Lord, welcome, dread Queen. Will it please you eat? Will it please you feed? It's finger-licking good. Well, we're just about out of time, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to watch next week when our guest chef, Tiger Athens, will teach us how to make ratatouille out of our very special guest, the Merry Wives of Windsor. Until then, bon appetit! I am but mad north-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I am no hawk from handsaw. I'll have these plays play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I observe his looks. If he do but blench, I know my course. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king. To be or not to be, that is the question. But it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, but to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing